In this video, I'm going to be breaking down the TikTok Shop halo effect, diving into the data and quantifying the impact. How much does TikTok impact Amazon sales? Let's get on into it. If you guys are new here, what's up? My name is Mike. I am the founder of Brands Meet Creators. We are a TikTok shop agency, a creator community, and a creator platform. Over the last 6 months, our agency has done 64 million in GMV, 750,000 shoppable videos, and 3.4 billion views. And on this channel, I share insights behind the scenes, what I'm seeing working, and basically anything that I find interesting. Now, getting into the halo effect from TikTok on to Amazon. This is not a question of if it exists, but how much. We've worked with dozens of clients, and all of them across the board will say that they can feel the impacts. They feel when a video goes viral on TikTok, they see that increase in Amazon and they see this impact over time. And now it's just a matter of how big is that impact? How can we measure that? And if we're able to measure this properly, that provides you with the tools, the data that you need to figure out where are the proper places to invest, right? If you understand and you figure out that, hey, you're getting a 50% halo from TikTok to Amazon, you'll probably invest differently. And so in this video, we're going to be breaking down the numbers. So first off, how can we measure this? The first place I went was Callo data and some of these research tools. And what I wanted to see, could I find specific products that have been around for a little bit with pretty flat sales, and then they get a viral video out of nowhere, right? Something that's very easy to line up, very easy to measure. So I went and I found a handful of products, and you can really just see this visually, right? On the left, we have TikTok shop data. It's this like Rhino USA. You'll see sales were pretty much flat, pretty much non-existent for this is like last 30 days right here. But even if I go back, same thing. And then boom, out of nowhere, couple viral videos, sales spike like crazy. And then on Amazon, you see something similar, right? Pretty flat. Boom, out of nowhere, huge spike. Now, this doesn't necessarily prove anything, right? This could be, oh, it's seasonal or, oh, other things like this. But I encourage you, go to Fastmoss, go to Callo Data, Jungle Scout, and you can really line these things up, right? I did analysis like this back last year, right? When Goalie and Nello started going crazy on TikTok Shop, you see the same thing across the board. So that's the first place I wanted to look, was just kind of the eyeball test, right? How do these things look in terms of the sales patterns on TikTok Shop and the sales patterns on Amazon? Again, doesn't really prove anything, but this just goes to show this right here. Not really a question of if it exists, but really how much. Here was another one that I went through. Basically, again, I was going through Callo data and I'm looking for very, very clear spikes to see if I can tease that out. So here was one, almost no sales, almost non-existent. And then out of nowhere, boom, a couple viral videos, this thing's going crazy. So basically no sales and then like 200,000 in revenue in a matter of like a week or two. Now, I go to Amazon. This product's actually not even on Amazon. This brand's not even there. And I go and I just type in, like, the brand's called VR Comfy. It's like VR Comfy Jelly Wireless Women's Comfortable Bra. I just type in VR and look at this. Look at all of the next search terms. And like, this isn't my normal search terms, right? So you would think someone types VR and they're going to get virtual reality, but you type VR and you actually get all these search terms for a brand that's not even on the platform. That's just a clear signal to me that people are seeing it and they're going and searching it. One of these keyword research tools, the term jelly bra is just up and to the right. I guess that's a specific type of bra. I don't know. Again, doesn't really prove anything. It can't really show the specific halo, but it's there, guys. It exists. Now, I'm going to get into some really cool data that I'm pretty excited about. Reached out to these guys, had a nice conversation. The company's called Phospha, and they do MMM, marketing mix modeling, which was actually what I was doing 2017, 2018. Worked for an MMM firm. Really cool. Basically allows you, this type of modeling allows you to measure impact onto sales from things that do not have like last click or direct attribution, right? So measuring TikTok on to Amazon. Someone goes, they see something on TikTok, and then they go to Amazon and they search it over there. They're able to tease out those insights and measure those impacts. And so these guys were nice enough to basically lend me all of their client data and put together like a one pager on the overall impact that they're seeing. Now, of course, this is average across the board. You're going to see different depending on the different brands, probably depending on video versus live. So many different factors in here, but I thought this was really interesting and a great benchmark. Anecdotally, this is kind of what we're seeing across the board from clients, but what they've seen across the board is 37% of the client sales driven by TikTok happen off of TikTok Shop. Let me say that again. 37% of the client's sales driven by TikTok Shop, specifically TikTok Shop ads, they're happening off of TikTok Shop. So you drive 100 units, 37 of those are not happening on TikTok. Really good benchmark. These guys have done a ton of work. Go check them out. They were awesome enough to just share this data with me. I really wanted to make a video on this and quantifying it. Told them I'd give them a little plug if you guys are interested. But this is a great benchmark, something that you can really think about as you're investing into TikTok Shop, as you're trying to prepare for what the possible impact could be onto DTC, onto Amazon. 37%, great benchmark to go with. Hope you guys got a ton of value out of this video, and I'll see you in the next one.